Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DCUO Sourcecast. I'm, of course, Trex, and alongside me tonight we have Superpatriot.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
And we may or may not have Brittany. It's undecided at this point.
Well, I feel like you decided that when you made the title of the Sourcecast, but
That's a dick move, man.
I thought
this guy, this guy,
I thought she
wants me to hate him forever.
I mean, we were joking around this morning and this afternoon, and
No, whoa, back up for a second. I had nothing to do with that.
he did not.
Nothing to do with that. I fully intended on doing absolutely nothing to rub her face in it.
I didn't rub her
Then I got
face.
that belt.
I did no rubbing whatsoever.
Whatever.
How many times have you run BN? Like twice?
Three.
Oh my
No,
god!
all right, but the belt only drops on the last boss track, so technically 2.
Look,
You've only beaten it twice?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Both times.
Oh my
both times since
god!
he's
You're not even gonna use the belt! Like, oh my god!
I'm using it
Like, there's
now.
literally no point for him. I would be much happier if he just salvaged the belt. Like, at this point, that would make me happy.
Well, in honesty, I actually have a reason to use it because I did get the trinket from Blackest Night too. So
So you can have 3 fireworks trinkets and a buff trinket?
hey, supply drop, ma'am. Okay.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right. We found
Fireworks trinkets.
That's
Okay.
all right, Brett. Last night we found out that he, usually is carrying around repair bots in his utility belt the whole time.
Okay, hold
So
on.
we're like, so Crappy was in there. He's like, "Whoa, that's some pro shit." And fucking Trex is clipping with repair bots.
Oh my gosh. See, it's the principle of the matter. This guy plays, like, seriously, a fraction of the amount of time that I play. Gets the
completely
belt.
agree.
What?
I completely agree.
I'm not.
I continuously run this stuff. Nothing. This guy runs it. And what?
I am not disagreeing in the least. I am not even disagreeing. I know how much I play the game. Everyone knows how much I play the game. And even I'm just like, RNGesus loves me. Thanks.
Well, I don't.
If I could go back and tell RNGesus not to give me that belt, I would. I really would. Because you're right. I am not going to use that belt I'm not going to appreciate that belt as much as you or Super Patriot would. And if I could switch it for that fucking red cat that you have, I would. I freaking would. I would give it to you in a heartbeat. So you have something I want, and I have something you want. I think this is a natural order.
I think that you should just give me the belt, and I'll still delete the cat. I think that's fair.
I mean, come on. I worked for that belt. Come on.
No, you didn't!
No, I'll tell you what, if anybody got overworked in that raid, all right?
It was tiny.
It was Crappy.
Oh, yeah, Crappy, yes.
Having to heal you melee DPS and Necron.
Okay, hold on. First off, I did have both my Relentless Anger and Relentless Anger and Remorseless Recovery. So I had the heals, and I do also thank my healers because I can't go anywhere without my healers. But yes, I mean, it's not like if I was ranged, it was going to be anything different. I was still going to take damage because that would definitely be like mid-range bit. But I mean, I'm melee DPS for God's sakes. You can't ask a ranged person like, "Hey, rage, go DPS." Sure thing, go range. You're out of your fucking mind. I mean, we would have been there forever, and I'm at least happy I at least did okay, except for one instance.
And
I was not happy with the pancake.
Yeah, he almost killed the tank when he got the freaking black pool underneath him.
That was yeah. I did not see the animation on myself that I had it. I really didn't.
But and not to add insult to injury or anything like that too, but the only reason why Trex was in that group last night was because somebody gave up their spot.
Yeah, Rooted apparently gave up the spot, and I did not know this.
Okay, so Rooted can be mad at him as well as the other 6 people in there because technically he took that belt from those other guys as well.
As soon as Rooted told me,
I'll talk to Rooted. I'll tell her to be mad at you too. We're gonna start a campaign.
Canadians can't get mad. That's against the natural order.
Whoa.
There's a first for everything, Trex.
If you're gonna say, all right, first of all, if you're gonna say that, you don't know Rooted. All right,
I do not. She's always because I'm always nice. I'm always nice, but and I do apologize because I definitely was not in League voice because I switched channels to talk to my roommates and also to talk to chat, my stream chat as well. Hi, Rooted. And so Grit asked me if I wanted to go, and I was like, sure, why not? And he was like, oh, we might be full. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I said fine with exclamation point, but I was kind of joking. So I did not know that I actually took someone else's spot. So Rooted, I am so sorry. If I could give you the belt, I would over Brittany because she's...
See, and Arrow Strike is speaking to a little bit of a theory I have right now about this whole thing, because this is like unheard of. 2 people getting an OP item in one run.
This is why I haven't. This is why I never posted on the forums for this video.
All right,
I have not.
Well, I don't think that. I think that video would probably get taken down anyways off the forums because of all the freaking language. But
that's true.
But I think Arrow Strike's onto something here because it's something I've been thinking too. I think honestly, Meps had something to do with it. Because he's trying to drive a wedge in the Sourcecast.
Favoritism! Confirmed.
I think he's trying to drive a wedge in the Sourcecast.
Favoritism. I agree, Crappy. I agree.
No, I think he's trying to drive a wedge in the Sourcecast.
It fucking worked. Tell you what. But possibly. I don't know.
It'll be a short stream for me tonight.
Come on.
You 2 can hang out with each other. Your stupid belts.
It was just so funny because there was a couple of guys in the group last night. They were talking about. They were like, "Man, did anybody see the scorecard? What does the scorecard say?" Because everybody wanted to know if Meps was in there or not. And I was like, I don't care what the scorecard says. I got my belt. I don't care what the scorecard says.
So last night changed the foundation of the friendship in this group right now.
Oh my god, in lead chat, after you got off last night, Trex, I swear it was like walking through a salt mine, man. Oh my god. It got to the point where I started flaunting it in their faces.
Oh my gosh, those guys.
Seriously, these guys were so salty though, Britt. Come on. You'd have done it too.
I would be too.
These guys were so freaking
tired. I am salty, and I'm not even in your league.
Tony was so mad. He was so mad.
You got new sending me messages in that one chat telling me to go kill myself.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Trex and Superpatriot both got the utility belt in the same goddamn run. And they're like, what? Yes. I'm not lying. They just did it. I'm watching his stream right now. Like, what? Oh. So mad.
We had this one guy. I won't admit. I mean, if anybody out there hasn't watched Trex's video yet on it, my reaction was I was just like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And there's another guy in the chat, in the group. Apparently, I'm assuming he just knew what I got.
You had a loot tab open or something?
No, I think he could tell by my reaction.
Oh.
What I got, and he was just like, no, fuck no. He just got so mad.
It was insane.
And then I heard somebody in there, they looked at the loot tab, and they're like, oh my god, Trex got it too. And I was like, what?
I couldn't believe it either. I'm like, what? But it just goes to show risk and reward. Rage melee DPS, y'all.
Yeah. That has nothing to do with it.
So let me get this straight. Right, the risk versus reward for you was melee DPS and with rage. So that means the risk versus reward for me was taking you into Blackest Night to begin with.
That's correct.
Okay.
You knew what you were getting yourself into. You knew. Just like with Prison Break, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was going on. So, all right. So apparently, I can't get on DC test tonight, and I'm really furious about this. Belt. If this is a problem, because I keep getting link dead while I'm trying to get onto that character, and it won't let me get onto another character because I'm link dead. It's not even getting me.
You're gonna have to wait.
Well, this is the third time it's happened. So, apparently I'm not allowed to test Rage tonight. Or maybe Meps canceled my game time. I don't know. He's probably banned me.
Maybe he banned you from test.
Crappy Heels is on there right now. He says testing it.
I know. It's Game of Day 58. We got Rage. The Rage is here. Oh, I need to get in that. So many changes. So, yes. The first, 15, 16 minutes here, ranting about the OP belt, the utility belts, the OP utility belts. Again, if I could take it back, I would, in a heartbeat. I really wish I could. So, just understand that, Britt. I want you to have it more than me. I'm not happy I have it. I am not. It's nice. It's nice to have, because...
See, I might believe you if you didn't have a big smile on your face right now. So.
I'm a smiler. You know I'm a smiler. I always smile. It's not like one of those, like, I'm twisting my mustache smiles. Yes, Penelope pit stop. No, I'm smiling because I'm still flabbergasted that it dropped for me. All right? I'm just flabbergasted still. But it's serious. I know you've wanted this thing so much that I wish I could give it to you. Honest truth. So, I'm not even sure if we should even talk about how our weeks have been, because obviously it's...
My week's been great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Brett. I'm sorry, Brett. My week's been great. I'm sorry.
You're supposed
to... Trex is gonna have a full set of OP gear, and I'm gonna be, like, sitting here, like, twiddling my thumbs, like, what do I have to do to get a freaking OP item? Like, wait another 5 years? Like...
Run with Trex, maybe?
Okay, well, that's never gonna happen now.
Oh.
So.
Sad face. Sad face.
This guy.
Look, what is it? The OP waste drops in Prison Break?
Yep.
I can tell you now, I'm not gonna get that. This whole OP thing was a fluke, and it's a big fluke. You'll get it before me, because you know why?
Oh, okay. Totally.
What? I've only ran it once, and that was on normal. I only ran regular. I haven't even ran the elite yet, and so far I really don't want to.
Don't worry. On your second run, I'm sure you'll get the waste.
I'm actually starting to agree with Aerostrike now. This feels like a Mets thing. I've never had Brett mad at me so much in my life.
Great. For anybody out there who doesn't know.
Oh my God.
Brett QQing. This is what it sounds like when Brett QQs.
Oh. Oh my God, Ticken! What are you doing?
Blow ticket.
What are you doing to me? Okay. So, thank you guys so much for joining us for tonight. Let's actually just catch up. Should we just get the weeks? I'm leaving this up to Brittany now.
Well, let's ask Brittany how her week was.
Yeah, how was your week, darling? How was that?
My week was great. You know, I'm really happy for my friends when they get stuff. Super happy for them. But no, my week was fine. A little frustrating, but that's life.
It's like you could feel the piss mist in the air. Just.
Yeah. I think there may be an issue with tests. There's a lot of people here in the chat saying there's an issue with tests going on right now.
Okay, so yeah, Crappy just got kicked as well. Good. Now I don't feel any bad. So. Yeah. This is not the Hardlight Ruined episode. Silly. So, oh man. So it's officially been a full week of crossplay.
Arrow strike too soon. Too soon, arrow strike.
So,
too soon, buddy.
And I'm really happy. Meta Justice is it's still a great league. I remember when I was on PlayStation 4, and now being on my PC tune, it's really awesome. The only downside is it really is the fact that you guys never type because you have voice, which isn't a bad thing. But on PC, of course, we always type. So thank you, Grid, for at least being my typing buddy. The only two PC members in the league.
No, we type. If somebody's not in the voice channel, like in league chat, and that's where we normally hang out at, is in our league chat. And if somebody's not in league chat, we'll type to them, to get their attention and everything, which is like what Grid did. I mean, I've had this same keyboard, this same little wireless USB keyboard for 5 years now going on. I've been using with my PS3 and with my PS4.
Yeah.
And I use it all the time to type to people. But yeah, if we're in league chat, we use the in-game voice. No, it works fine. Grid's been using it. Jarrett's been using it. Get on board, Tekken.
I actually had a whole league of PC guys use it. Just for me, and I was the only PS player in there. I was like, oh, thanks. But I just got on TeamSpeak because I figured it was easier for me to get on TeamSpeak than have all 7 of them switch. And I didn't even ask them to switch, they just did it. And I was like, oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, I know it's going to be just an adjustment for me because, one, I have roommates who like to talk to me and stuff, so just like last night, I switched to a different voice channel because I don't do push-to-talk because I'm normally in a quiet surrounding area where I can just keep quiet and all that stuff and not be an annoyance. So whenever I have someone else talking to me, I just switch to different voice channels so I don't interrupt people. So, and that apparently got me in trouble last night. So that happened. So for streaming wise, because I like to talk to my chat, and so it's just going to be weird trying to talk to chat, and then in my ear I have league chat going off and on that they can hear. So it's kind of just overlapping voices talking about random things. So it's going to be an adjustment.
You could go to push to talk.
Yeah, I'm going to try that this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to try it this weekend. Because I'm sure that's what you do, right? Or do you just not even care?
Well, I generally go to my own chat, or I will just answer questions while I'm in league chat. Most of the people, and even then, like some of the guys in league chat will also answer questions from my stream. So
okay,
we're all kind of connected to it.
Okay.
But it's the same. Like if somebody else streams, like we do the same thing. We're in their stream as well. So
yeah, I saw Squishy. I took a time from work and saw Squishy stream.
Mm-hmm.
So that was he did some PvP, which he was not doing his best or her best, whatever. As an Earth DPS that he was, I was expecting a little bit more. Crystal definitely carried that team, but I think they won that match. So good job to Squishy. Mep's here in chat for test. Crashing on airing base only or at other times. I'm standing in the watchtower. Yeah, Meps, I'm staying in the watchtower on my rage tune, and that's where I crashed. Actually, no, I was in my base. I teleported to my base, and that's where I'm crashing. Yeah, so it's I was entering my base, and that's when it crashed. Good job, Meps. Good going. That's why he's the guy who puts people in timeout, by the way. So
Tiny's in the chat. He's still mad.
I know he's mad. I see him mad. My bad, Tiny.
Don't worry, Tiny. I'll be mad with you. I feel your pain.
Brittany, I noticed you left that villain league. I got that one villain of mine that was in that villain league with you. I noticed you left it.
Oh, Boobies?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because everybody over there stopped playing. I was the only one that played, so they all kind of just gave up on their villains. And it was too hard for me to freaking try to, like, earn proficiencies just by myself, so I left and just joined another league that has people that play.
I gotcha.
But nobody else gets on their villain anymore, like, other than to do, like, a seasonal or something like that, but...
Knighthood, stop trying to take away my belt, man. Alright? Calm down. Yeesh.
That's alright. That's alright. I had Meps freaking tweeting at me this morning, replying to my tweet saying, you know, it's an obvious glitch and they were looking into it that I got my belt. Like, you, sir, from my cold dead hands, you will get that utility belt.
So tonight we're going to be talking about episode 22 that's on a test server, along with game update 58. Right now there is an issue with one of my characters because he tried to go to the base, and it's my rage tune, and I need to be on my rage tune because game update 58 has rage stuff, and I want to do rage things, but I can't do that now because there's a base issue. So anyways, we can at least take a look at some nice server hotfixes to talk about some things. So, over here on the live servers, there's a server hotfix yesterday. So there were some issues, fixed some issues with the 8-player Operation Prison Break. A tail has been added to Dr. Light's spin beam attack. A debuff duration for Dr. Light's Sunder Strike has been reduced. Many special attacks from Captain Cole and the Atom have been removed, and then the feat description for Stuff of Legends has been updated. Now I want to take a moment here because, Britt, you've been having some issues or inconsistencies in Prison Break. You want to talk about them?
Well, it's just some of the attacks that Dr. Light does, it just doesn't seem to fall in line with what the majority is experiencing, and it's a little frustrating when, like, you see posts on the forums with, like, is this last boss supposed to be run without a tank? Like, come on. Really? Who in their right mind would think that that's a thing, you know? Like, it's just... It sucks when you are looking to beat a raid, but the raid has a lot to do with luck rather than actual, I guess... I don't know. Luck plays a big factor, or randomness plays a big factor on whether or not you're going to beat the raid, and I just don't really like that at all. I like the raid, I just don't like that about the last boss. So, we haven't gotten lucky yet. Hopefully we will. But, yeah. Hopefully it'll be adjusted again.
And then here for the duo, the first piece, they reworked Mercenary Sniper's marking beam ability to resolve an issue where he was becoming invulnerable after finding the ability under certain circumstances. Fixed an issue where oftentimes one player would hear the opening communicator message. Fixed an issue where the mercenary turrets would predominantly attack the closest foe, and adjusted behavior so that the mercenary ghost enemies will reveal themselves a little sooner in the museum section. And then finally, adjusted one of the locations mercenaries inhabit in the museum to try and prevent an issue where sometimes one of the mercenaries spawned outside of the world, preventing Hawkman from appearing. Holy crap, that's a game breaker. Has anyone seen that one before?
I haven't seen that one yet. No.
Okay.
No, my only issue in there has been every time I try to go for that damn feat of not breaking the concrete pallets, Hot Girl will smash one. Like we will not be fighting. We won't be fighting anybody, right? We'll be getting ready to fight like the next group, and all of a sudden I hear Hot Girl go ah like that. I turn around and look, and there's a smashed freaking pallet. I'm like, you bitch.
Britt, have you gotten that feat yet?
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for those who haven't beaten it yet?
Really we just took it slow and made sure to avoid them. They won't blow up or explode if you use powers or like hit a power that hits it. They explode if you go near them, and only some of them do for some reason. They don't all explode. But like Super Patriot said, the NPCs' powers can also destroy them, even the enemies. So all we did was just try to pull the ads away from the pallets, and that's how we got it. So that's, I mean, if you have a power that pulls, like I started out with E-Chain and just pulled the ads to me. You can do that, or you can also just put lasso in your loadout and pull them that way and then kill them.
How about the laser's feet during the abracadabra fight? Because I'm still trying to get that myself.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get that too. That you just gotta be quick and avoid those things. Stay as far away from them as possible.
Yeah, we did that also while doing the, what's it called, the crystal one, where you destroy the crystals. So yeah, it's just about avoiding it, or you could just try to burn him as fast as you can before the lasers like spawn close to you.
Gotcha. Ice DPS, understood.
Come on, I didn't just rage. Nice. This guy, melee everything.
risk and reward, Trex.
Right? Oh my god.
What? I'm staying rage. I love my power. I can't wait for the game update 58 changes either. It's gonna be good.
Either.
So let's actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's continue on with server projects because there were two things. One, the Flash Museum burglary will now grant the proper rewards for the entire CR mark relevancy range of 113 to 160. That was an error, and that has been fixed now. And then finally, the seasonal Valentine's Day, the Broken Heart T-shirt and the Heart T-shirt are now available from the vendor in the Love's Battlefield event. So now, the awesome that I wish I can get into. Episode 22. The new 4-player operation Phantom Zone. So the Fortress of Solitude's defense systems are malfunctioning. Just Superman is busy investigating an incredible off-world threat. The source appears to be the Phantom Zone projector. Superman needs trusted heroes, or villains, to help check out the disturbance. Meanwhile, Lex Luthor having inserted listening devices in the fortress, because that's what he does during the fortress raids long ago. Nice. Nice, SJ. Is calling on villains to come play while Superman's away in the 4-man operation, the Phantom Zone. So you can also unlock the Elite mode to gain access to new feats, collections, and gear. So minimum combat rating is 146, and I don't know the item level for the gear because obviously I haven't been in.
I saw the green gear in there was 132. I remember seeing that. I think in the solo. So I don't know what the item level is, what the end item level is though.
Okay.
For gear.
And then for the new solo, the Science Spire, something went down in the Phantom Zone, and a certain prisoner has escaped. I wonder who, along with his followers. Lois Lane, intrepid reporter. She had to put that. He had to put those two words. Is on the case. Her sources have described sightings of Kryptonians near Lex Luthor's Science Spire, and she believes they are after information stored there. Help Lois break in and investigate before she's the one getting scooped in the new solo, the Science Spire. Once again, minimum combat rating of 146. And no, I do not know what the rewards are for the solo. I'm not sure if they give 1 mark or 2. And I'm also not going to get into that argument because I got into an argument with another person.
I'm sure it's probably just 1.
Probably. So, On to the good stuff that's more important. Yes, Lois is going to tank for us, Lance. You are correct. With her giant gun.
I'm pretty sure they said that she wasn't going to be tanking in the live stream. I think there was a joke in there about making her munitions, but I mean,
she carries a big gun.
But speaking of munitions, segue.
Oh, we'll rage first. Segue from Brittany.
Guy, yeah.
What do you mean? You're the melee DPS guy, roast reward, right?
Yeah. And that whole first 60 minutes of the show is nothing but rage, just blood spewing from your mouth, just uncontrollably, just so. You were wearing that red Lancer ring harder than I ever could.
All right, well, these two still bicker at each other for this. Game Update 58, power set mid-range improvements for munitions and rage. With Game Update 58, we are continuing with the release of improvements to powers in-game by adding a mid-range damage option. This update includes changes to munitions and rage power sets. A full list of improvements and updates are included in the full public notes. So, starting with rage, because, these two.
Yeah.
They increase the instant and power interaction damage caused by the following abilities when used from the tray. Eviscerating Chain, Outrage, Rage Blast, Without Mercy, Dreadful Blast, Frenzy, Ragebringer, and Revenge. They removed any damage restrictions to allow full advanced mechanic damage to be performed while in tank role. Did you guys hear that?
I did! Yay!
They increased the duration of the Savage State to 3 seconds to allow a chance to recover from interruption. This is awesome.
Celestial's gonna be pissed right now.
Yeah. Plasma Wretch now causes additional damage over time when applied while in a Savage State. This additional damage over time effect does not stack with Galling Eruption, though. So, sorry about that. Dreadful Blast now causes increased damage with the most damage caused being caused. That is such a weird way to phrase that. The most damage being caused within 13 meters of a target. Melee rage combos now share the same damage potential as other short-range advanced mechanics. So, moving on here with munitions, they increase the instant and power interaction damage caused by flat cannon, laser net launch, multi-net launcher, particle gun, railguns, smoke grenade launcher, explosion, chain gun, shrapnel grenade launcher, rocket jump, pump action shotgun. Bullet Frenzy Advanced Mechanic. The damage caused by the Bullet Frenzy Advanced Mechanic increases based on how close you are to your target. So now, all you munitions guys, you don't have to stand exactly on top. You can get within 7 meters and you're fine. The damage caused by the Bullet Frenzy Advanced Mechanic increases based on how close you are to your target. You cause the most damage at short range, which is inside of 7 meters, medium damage between 7 and 13 meters, and the least damage at long range, which is beyond 13 meters. Bullet Frenzy no longer silently fails if you accidentally use an ability too early. This could happen with certain rotations if you were fast.
Clippers.
Instead, all Bullet Frenzy abilities now have a standard cooldown of 3.5 seconds. When Bullet Frenzy becomes active, any ability that can take advantage of Bullet Frenzy can be used. While in combat, Bullet Frenzy becomes active after 1.5 seconds instead of 4 seconds. Which, that's cool. Increase the duration of Bullet Frenzy slightly, allowing a brief moment to recover before the effect fades. So that's awesome. So how do you guys feel about the, I know I don't think any of us have really, gotten too heavily involved in munitions.
I mean, I got my character leveled up and I did a few instances, but I mean, you're right. I'm definitely not thoroughly enthralled with what's the best AM rotation. But at the same time, seeing these changes is definitely welcoming because munitions became before atomic, so munitions really definitely missed the that whole section of needing to get this mid-range capability. So I'm really happy for it, and the munitions players I hope they're going to enjoy it. I'm going to try and get some testing done as much as possible.
Yeah, I think I'm going to talk to Dark Horse. Dark Horse messes around a lot with munitions. We'll see how he feels about this stuff. But seeing as how you guys are both, rage, how do you guys feel about the rage changes on paper? Since we haven't been able to get on test yet to see how they work.
Britt, I'll let you go first.
I'm excited. It makes me happy that it'll finally we actually will get that whole risk versus reward thing and actually really be rewarded for it. So, I mean, Rage is one of the few classes that is really all about meleeing. So, I can't wait. I can't wait to try it, and I wish the test was working right now so trucks can get on there.
Yeah, I think Rage has what, like 3 long range attacks?
Plasma Wretch, Dreadful Blast. Eviscerate. Rage Bringer. Yeah, and the solo taunt, the solo taunt with it. Rage Blast, yeah.
Yeah, Rage Blast.
Yeah, I mean, Eviscerating Chain can technically be a ranged ability, especially used for canceling your rage crash. You definitely do have the fear of pulling the target, though, because I've pulled it in DPS stance. And I found that confusing. I'm like, why are you being pulled towards me? Get away from me. I am definitely excited. The changes for Plasma Wretch and Dreadful Blast, those are the 2 main components to try to have a range capability for Rage.
Yeah, and it not being completely ass. So...
I mean, you're basically spamming Dreadful Blast and then when Plasma Wretch is off cooldown, hit it again and just keep going. So I mean, I've tried in Rage Bringer, in Rage Blast. I've never used. I'm trying to think if I'm even going to change my rotation, because my rotation goes Bloodlust, Relentless Anger, Remorseless Recovery, Galling Eruption, and then Outrage and Eviscerating Chain. And I just spam Eviscerating Chain and Outrage just back and forth to each other until something I have to restart the rotation again for buffs. So, and I've been looking for a chance to add in like a 4th attack, a 4th rage combo that I can bring into the fold. But it's, when I look at melee, Relentless Anger and Remorseless Recovery, I need that survivability. I just need it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wish I could take away.
You basically have the two options for meleeing with, and then you've got your Galling Eruption and Bloodlust and everything for your buffs, and then whatever power you got in there for your Rage Crash and everything. So you've only got the 2 combos, the 2 powers to combo between for that. I'm just interested to see what kind of range options are going to be actually doable and worthwhile at trying all that. I mean, Dreadful Blast has always been like the only power that hit hard at range.
Yep.
So seeing something like maybe being able to incorporate Rage Blast in there. What's the other one though, man, that you can use? It's like freaking Absorb Heat.
That's Without Mercy. No, Absorb Heat. That was Channel Hate. Channel Hate's another one.
Never understood why that was in there, and if that's in there, why is it not a 35%?
Yeah. I mean, we have
a ranged 35%er would be kind of nice. It would make ranged loadout for Rage a lot more appealing, I think.
Well, isn't E-Chain a 35%er?
Yeah, E-Chain is a 35%er, but don't you have to be like at least within melee range in order to hit the finisher combo on it?
Yeah. Yeah, the finisher itself is, and that's one thing that's really hard to test with the Eviscerating Chain coming into this, because Eviscerating Chain, the combo is definitely melee range, but I'm wondering if it's going to hit in mid range, because Without Mercy is a mid range ability that you can bring in, but and it heals you for how many targets you hit. So that's a good thing to heal for survivability for mid range. And of course, you get Plasma Wretch and Dreadful Blast. And you could also probably bring in Frenzy. Because Frenzy, you're just standing there spinning like a freaking dodo. That's Mangle. I don't think I've ever used Frenzy. Revenge was one of my very first melee moves to use. Was Revenge, Outrage, Eviscerate, and Chain for my finisher.
I've tested out Frenzy. Frenzy hits really freaking hard, but man, you are stuck in one spot for a good 3 to 4 seconds.
Yeah, you are
comboing with that, and that's just like way too dangerous most times, especially for melee DPSing.
Yeah, so and that's the whole thing I really wanted for Rage was mid range. That's why I like Atomic, because I don't have to be in melee range. I just have to. If I can be in mid range, I can still do some amazing amount of damage, and the whole toolkit can survive off of mid range capabilities, as Soups has seen before, and he loves it. And so that's what I want for Rage, and the range is so horrible that now we have these changes here for Plasma Wretch and Dreadful Blast, and that's in the Savage State for an extra 3 seconds for recovery. Oh my god, that is so epic! And yes, I cannot wait to test to see what this removed damage restrictions for the full advanced mechanic on Tank Roll. I cannot wait to see that. And I can tell you now, it will actually change my loadout if I wanted to do the advanced mechanic damage. Because, well, actually no, it won't, because I use Ragebringer and Eviscerate and Chain like every day. Those are my 2 attacks if I'm not using my weapon.
Yeah, see, I don't know if that would change my loadout at all for tanking. I mean, I don't chain. I use Dreadful Blast.
Yeah.
For my rage cancel. It's always worked well for me. Plus it's always been a nice little extra little range. Like if freaking I can't get a damn ad to say, hey, come over here with Ragebringer. I'll cancel my crash out on them with Dreadful Blast and everything. It's always worked for me. I don't know, but with this though, I mean, damn dude, if you're able to do finishers in tank stance, I might go Eviscerate and change.
That is probably a good thing to. I have to test that as well, because currently as in tank, I don't really see the big damage when they're below 35% with my Eviscerate and Chain. I might not be paying attention, but the times I've looked, I just don't see like a bigger number that I'm normally not seeing before. So if I can get a finisher, the 35% low health finisher on Eviscerate and Chain and tank, yay. But and
would be badass.
And really looking at this list, because Rage Blast, of course, is a tank ability. Without Mercy is definitely a tank ability, and Ragebringer is as well. So if I do have to switch out that's the thing, is like Rage Blast and Without Mercy are my 2 options to switch out Ragebringer, because they're my taunt and my pool. So it kind of works out for itself. I really need to get on test. It's so cool. What is this? Is this going to change anything for you, Brittany?
I don't know. I think, like, with the alert coming out, it might. I don't know if it's going to change my raid loadout. It might just depend on what raid we're running. But I can see if I end up taking the elite alert or something like that, I think it might change my tank loadout for that. Just because you don't, I could probably mix in a DPS piece here and there or something, or like a weapon, and still be able to put out some damage. Kind of like how Atomic can do that. I don't know. I want to play around with it and see.
Alright. I'm gonna see if I can get back into test now. Come here. And my rage test tune is at CR 142, and I don't even care. I just want to just play around with the loadout.
Well, I mean, like, you could totally, like, mess around with your skill points, and, like, all your gear will have more than enough DOM. So, you could totally spec into, like, a bunch of DPS and 8s and just bump up the damage, like, your, what do you call it? Just your damage in general, and be able to sit there and, like, combo. Oh, that would be a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah. So
are you in?
No, it
oh.
So MEPS is, I've confirmed it for MEPS because I was taking my tune to my base to check my armory to make sure how everything was good, and so because I was going to my base, the game crashed and I'm linked dead.
Oh.
So can't get on my rage tune.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The same thing, Crappy. The cooldowns are a lot different in tank stance than they are in DPS stance, so. So we'll see.
So, that's basically all I got. Nothing else really. I mean, we had the episode 22 reveal live stream. Was just yesterday. So, guess we can recap everything. First off,
can I just point out? All right, you know that with the the content that's coming in the next episode, no areas were reused while making this content.
That's what I was going to say too. I was going to really just be like, shut everyone's face. This like episode 22 looks like so much rehash content, you guys. Like, oh wait, it's not in your faces.
It's just funny that that's always a thing. Like it makes sense that for the storylines that they go back to like specific places. I mean, are they going to create a new prison? You know, for the raid, just because like it doesn't make sense to me. So it's just funny that that's always a
or the people that complained about us going to Quard. You know, it's like why is it the same spot where the lantern's at? Because that's where it's at.
I don't get it.
You stayed up and move it to a different spot every time.
They should have went to the beach house.
Yeah, it's like they want a new location for everything, and it's like it makes sense that they would revisit certain areas of the game. Do you want them to create a new museum or a new warehouse for something that, I don't know, we already have it in game, so. I mean, I can kind of see where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's just like, it makes sense to go to these places. I could understand if they were upset that we went back to, like, FOS. I could see that, but I don't know. It's just.
Well, I mean, it's like, for the alert, I can see us starting off in one of the FOS areas, and all that. It's like we queue in and say, hey, we get a message from Superman, say, hey, I need you to go to the Phantom Zone, check this out. So probably that area there in FOS 2 where the Phantom Zone projector's at, I can see us starting off there. Because that makes sense. Okay, so then there's a portal we have to go up there, we have to walk in, and we have to go through a portal to go into the Phantom Zone, and then bam, everything else is new. Just like with Bombshell. So we had to go through the Nexus in order to get, back in time for the Bombshell stuff and everything. So we went to the Nexus, and we had that one boss fight there, and then we just go into the portal, bam, brand new area. So I mean, I think it's reusing content, especially in those instances, I have zero problem with. I don't think anybody else should have an issue with them reusing areas for that. So because I mean it fits the story. It fits the story. But so many people don't pay attention to the story.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. They just want a new area, new things, new, and it's like I don't know. I don't know of a game, and maybe there is a game where every new piece of content, no matter what you do, is new. Like, you go to a new area, new things, like, everything is new. It's like, shoot, I've been playing Destiny, and you revisit a ton of the same areas. Like, you have a bunch of quests in the same areys. I mean, like, a lot of the things are the same, and it's funny to me because you don't have those same people that are complaining about DC reusing those areas. They play Destiny as well, and they see it, but they don't complain about that. So I don't know why they're so critical of DC, but
Meps just came in the chat, so they are restarting the test server to see if that fixes the layer issues for everybody. So,
that's right.
Soon here, folks.
Did you try turning it off and on and again?
Fix it.
Yeah, but the one thing I will say about Destiny is, man, they got that hotline bling emote now.
Oh my god, I saw that.
They really do. That was the first thing I did when that came out. Purchased it.
It's like, hey, I want a new raid. I want a new instance. But I got this hot bling. That's cool. I got this. I like it. Can't. That's what we need in DCO. We need a hotline bling dance.
Right.
Let's get it done.
It'll make everyone happy.
Actually, you know
no
what?
No more complaints.
You know what? Let's be different. Let's get the dab. I don't know what this is, but let's do the dab.
I don't know what that is either. I keep hearing about that.
I saw there was a meme on my Facebook that there was a picture saying like Dragon Ball Z did the dab first, and it was Great Saiyamon. Vegeta did it from the first season, and I'm like, I looked at all of it. I'm like, yeah, DBZ did this first. This is exactly what it is. Like, rappers need to get their shit together. They're taking everything from everybody else.
They also have that Napoleon dance, which they named it like the awkward dance, and I had no idea what it like. What is this? I don't.
Talk about the Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh my god, that freaking whole scene.
Yeah, they have that dance in the game. I don't know if I bought it or not, but I didn't know like what dance it was modeled after, and then somebody said it was the Napoleon dance. I was like, oh, okay.
The first time, if you remember from World of Warcraft, that dance is for the oh crap, it's the freaking elves for the Horde. I can't remember their name now.
Blood elves?
Blood elves, yeah. The Blood elves have that dance.
They do?
Yeah, it's either the Blood elves. It has to be the Blood elves because that's the only ones I can think of that would do that dance. But I think it's the males. The Blood elf males have that dance. And as we're talking about dances in my head, I was like talking like, everybody's selling these dances now. World of Warcraft, did you sell dances? No, you didn't. Way to be classy, Blizzard.
Just out of curiosity, I mean, I don't play Destiny, even though I found out the other day from Captain Nova that there's people who play Destiny that hate me. So, but
how do you do that?
I don't know, dude. I am the ultimate tank. I don't know how I do it, but how much did that emote, that dance cost?
It's 500 like silver, which is like their equivalent to like marketplace cash.
So it was like what, $5 or
yeah.
Okay. So I know this probably isn't like top on the list of things to do for the devs and all that DCO, but I mean, I honestly would pay $5 for a freaking dance emote like that. I would.
You know what the funny thing about that though is like people keep shouting how it's pay to win, and I have no idea how like a emote.
Pay to win to emote,
dude. I don't know. Like as toxic as you think the DC forums are, spend like 5 minutes looking at the Destiny forums, and it's like 10 times worse. It's like I didn't think that it could be like that, but apparently it is. It's like they're just cosmetic things that are just funny.
Yeah, it's.
How is it pay to win for an emote?
Yeah, trust me. I have.
What, are people only picking up people for raid groups on there if they have that emote?
No, but Lee apparently got kicked from a raid group because there's a facepalm emote, and he kept doing that, and so they kicked him out of the raid. Oh. That emote was the best, like 500 or I don't think it was 500. I think it was like 200 or 300 silver or whatever that I spent. I wish we could get that on DC. That would be the best. It's just a facepalm emote. I would do that.
I know, facepalming emote rock so hard on this game. Especially when you see the rage DPS go into melee on a boss that you should not be meleeing. the healers there in the back facepalm.
I can do it, you guys. I got this. Oh. Man, if we get a facepalm, we should get the selfie. We should be able to do selfies.
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
No, I mean, a selfie emote, that would be awesome. I mean, especially if they did like a selfie emote, like you know, the ultimate selfie emote is for me. All right, going back to Dragon Ball Z and everything is during the I can't remember which one of the Budokai games for Dragon Ball Z you had, but whenever you were playing Hercule had a finisher move. All right, where he would set up a camera, like he would knock you down, but he wouldn't kill you. But he would set up a camera and like stand and take a victory pose over your body, and it would take a picture of him like he just beat you. That would be an awesome freaking selfie.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Oh, Ramo is correcting you. It's Mr. Satan.
Oh, well.
So I'm just waiting to hear back from Meps in chat to see when the test server will be back up. That's all I'm waiting for.
Oh.
I want to play around with it a little bit.
No, instant teleportation would be way OP.
Yeah, sorry, Bat.
For DCUO, Lance. Sorry.
It's everybody wants to be Quantum.
Yeah. Yeah, you want instant teleportation, go Quantum. There you go.
It was who? Maggie on Twitter asked was talking about what about Quantum? Oh, at least be 30 minutes. Oh, well, that's not gonna happen. But Maggie on Twitter was actually talking about Quantum. Quantum got its advanced mechanic, didn't it? Or the mid-range buff balance?
I believe it already did. I think it was the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
It was Quantum and Fire, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. So, yeah, Maggie just needs to look at her loadout then, because she feels that the burn's not there for her.
Yeah, I could have swore it was Fire and Quantum were the first ones to get the mid-range pass. Because I think it was because they were the easier done over the holiday, weren't they?
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah. Arrow Strike, I have not seen Deadpool yet. I am going to go see it tomorrow, 11 a.m. first showing with my brother, and I'm taking my daughter, which I'm kind of, I don't know. But my daughter's heard me say things. My daughter's heard she's used to the language. I just don't know if she's, prepared for the references yet.
Oh, there's Maggie. Maggie, we were just talking about you, but good things. Yeah, the Quantum mid-range balance was like one of the first ones. So it already got its balance pass. God damn it, Grid.
I remember he did that to you with Arkham Knight.
Yeah, and
you hadn't finished it yet.
Yep, and I timed his ass out too. He lost his moderation privileges. That was uncool, man. Still, it was expected, but still uncool. That fucking game. Deadpool's Trex. No. No, I am not that cool. But I wish I was that handsome. Ron Reynolds is a handsome man.
Yeah, but they're talking about Deadpool, dude. Deadpool don't look that great.
He looks like an avocado.
had sex with an older avocado. He looks like Freddy Krueger face loved a topographical map of Utah.
So just keeping a little bit of DC related, since we're just talking a little bit about let's see. I'm not going to want to talk about this. I have, since I moved into my new place, I don't have cable, and so I have completely dropped off the map with Supergirl, which is not my intent. I need to just. I don't like CBS's streaming service.
So you didn't. Well, I'll tell you what. You've got if you didn't see Monday's show, you've got to watch it.
The last, I didn't even watch it. I read my friend's recap of the Bizarro episode, and
it was. Oh, you're talking about the Bizarro episode, okay?
Yeah. What was this past week? All I remember hearing
this past week was their homage to the what do you get, the man who has everything.
That's
story
right.
That was done. I believe it was done by Alan Moore.
Yeah. Yep.
That had it was the comic book story that involved Superman, of course. Wonder Woman, Batman, and Robin. It was Robin's first visit to the fortress. And they did an homage to it also in the Justice League cartoon, but they didn't include Robin in that. And this time around, it was basically the same thing. But they, she got somebody used the Black Mercy plant on her. She was in her mind. She was sent back she was back on Krypton. She was fully grown. Her family was there. Her aunt Astra was there, who's like her enemy now, in real life, real life for her. We got to see a young Kal-El.
Yeah, that was the big takeaway from that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I heard Henry Cavill did the CG for that.
Trex.
What? That's what I heard.
No, they had a kid.
Yeah, the kid was a CG. It was Henry Cavill playing the kid.
What?
He was wearing mocap shirt.
Stop.
We'll never have a proper Superman.
Arwen, have you seen the Justice League episode where they did the homage to that story?
They might I mean, I've watched all the Justice League, but it's not in my direct line of memory.
It was so good. It was so good. And her reaction when she woke up from it, when they finally, got her out of it and everything, was just like so on par. Because, I mean, you got think about it. Obviously, the Black Mercy, once it attaches to you, it sends you off, in your mind to a, your utopia, the perfect place for you, and for Superman, it was, he was back on Krypton. He was a farmer. He had a wife. He had a son and everything. In order to escape from the Black Mercy, he had to give all that up. He had to say goodbye to all that and acknowledge that it was not real. And when he woke up, because it was in the comic and in the Justice League episode, it was Mongol who did it. And when he woke up from that, you thought the way he opened up on Darkseid in the final episode of Justice League Unlimited was bad. He opened up on Mongol like you've never seen him do before. He was like pissed off, like Hulk rage Superman. Yeah, and in the TV series, the Supergirl show, she was like the same. She got up out of that and she was just like looking around and all that, like coming, getting back into reality and everything like that. And she turned around, she looked at everybody, and she's like, "Who did this to me?" And you just knew she was going to go kick the shit out of the person that did it to her. And she did. But I'm not going to tell you who it was.
Good.
You need to watch it.
Yeah. We can talk about the Flash because it's been a few days, but Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow we'll not discuss. But I will say this: Arrow's episode "Sins of the Father," that was it was a good episode. Like from beginning to end, it brought the whole story full circle, and I really enjoyed that about the episode. But Flash, the Flash episode was Welcome to Earth 2, and this was Flash and Cisco and Harry going to Harry's Earth 2, and it was the highest rated show of this season so far, and it was spectacular. I watched it 3 times today. It was just amazing. I couldn't stop rewatching it. It was just an all-around great episode. And we need Zoom in this game. Not Professor Zoom, we need Zoom. I need this villain in this game. The Supergirl crossover is coming in March.
Yeah, March.
And if you're not following Supergirl on Twitter, you are missing some epic behind-the-scenes shots because they were doing filming this week.
Yeah, they were showing some pictures there with Grant Gust and Melissa Benoist, both of them decked out in their costumes and everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, the symbols side by side, just all the giddy. Just all the giddy. Oh, man, it was great. So with Barry having to go to Earth 2, they use the speed cannon. And of course, going through the speed force, traveling to Earth 2, we get to see this tunnel of what's to come, of things, what could happen.
I saw that Supergirl flying, I was like,
agreed. So there was Supergirl, there was Arrow with a metal arm. There was Jonah Hex. I know you saw Jonah Hex.
Yeah, did you hear about that though? Stephen Amell is supposedly.
Oh my god! Sorry. Holy crap!
Steve.
All right.
It's the Brittany Music Hour.
No, I actually pressed a button and music started.
Stephen Amell is apparently going to be guest starring in a future episode of Legends of Tomorrow.
That's right.
But it's going to be a future Green Arrow, and it's going to be the one-armed Green Arrow, the one-armed Ollie.
Yeah, straight from the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And I kept trying to see it, but my friends have better eyes than me when it comes to this geeky stuff, because they're big Legion of Superhero fans, because you saw the rings in that portal as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know much about the Legion of Superheroes. I know they're from the future and all. So just seeing the rings, I'm kind of like, I really want to see that, so I can get more involved in that. So yeah, it was. At the same time, seriously, Arrow is the Batman that we all deserve.
Yeah.
I mean, Overwatch, for God's sakes, come on.
Yeah. Well, Oracle was already taken.
Yeah. Let's go. That's
what Ollie said.
Let's just go ahead and call her a video game from Blizzard. That's actually doing pretty well, apparently. So it's crazy. So,
huh?
Smorkle.
Smorkle.
I remember before the season restarted, and there was a picture from the set of Smoke in the wheelchair. And of course, everyone went like, "Oh my gosh, he's Oracle now." And then the producer came up and said that this isn't real, this is a dream. And now we're like maybe 4 episodes into this, the rest of the season, and I'm like, how long is this fever dream? Because she's still in that wheelchair, man. Like, can we wake up and get her to walk now? Because it's getting insane.
I think that was deflection on. No, he's like he was like doing the Wizard of Oz thing. Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
That's exactly what he was doing. Exactly. So test is still not up yet, so I guess I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up. Because there's nothing really else is going on in game. The Valentine's Day event is still going on. It ends at the end of the month. I think maybe, let me check. I think it ends on the 29th of February. I'm not really sure. But I know it's lasting through the whole entire month of February. And then coming to March, we get the St. Patrick's Day event. Yay! I can't wait.
One of my favorite outside events to do.
Oh, same. I get to put on my Celtic styles and rock it. Love the Celtic styles. That was such a great style. So, all right. So yeah, JS confirms the 29th. Good deal. So yeah, nothing really big else happened this week. We had the episode 22 reveal. The VOD is on their YouTube channel at youtube.com/DCUO Online Game. So be sure to go ahead and check it out over there if you guys didn't watch it. The Phantom Zone is freaking pretty, and so is the Science Spire. Just all sorts of pretty. Lance, it's 2016. It's a leap year, buddy. So there's 29. Remember, every 4 years.
I like that too, Grid. They were like, "Who's the greatest hacker in the world?" And everybody was like, "Felicity Smoke."
I mean, I'll give her that. Felicity is the hacker. But then if you need like a cool gizmo, you go straight to Cisco. Unless he's making suits, because that white canary suit, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. So before we do the sign off, which will be our shameless plug, everyone
chill.
Don't forget to get all the worthless St. Pat's consumables to fill. Oh my freaking god! Just
make sure you get the speakers, the speaker trinket. Make sure you got that in there with your sparkler, fireworks, your repair bot, and oh shit! Chill. You're gonna piss off Brittany. Knock it off.
She probably won't go listen to her music.
Yeah, she's
bridge rate Jay coming. He did on purpose. So stick around because Grid is cool enough to. He has a couple of prizes to give away. Where I think he's wanting to do some trivia. I guess that's one way to do it. So he's gonna do some trivia. He's gonna give away, I believe, a $20 PSN card and a $25 Daybreak card. So be sure to give a good shout out to Michael Grid for offering to donate these awesome gifts. So let's go straight into our shameless plug that I still have not edited. Damn it.
Freaking Trex.
I'm sorry. I was freaking out over my OP utility belt. I couldn't get shit done.
Oh,
Sorry, I had to do it.
This is why we're no longer friends, Trex.
Yep.
As long as you know.
Yeah.
6/18.
She was this close. She was this close to not.
February 12th.
She
This
was
is
this
why.
close to not renewing the restraining order, Trex.
We're no longer friends.
That restraining order.
Meantime.
That restraining order is gonna be so strong. I'm not allowed to leave the East Coast.
You have to stay in the Eastern time zone.
God forbid I put a toe in Central. Like, woo! What's going on, guys? Come on. God. I didn't rub it in for you, Tanya. It was to her. Wait, no, I just made myself feel. No, that's not how I want to say it. No.
Huh. So the truth comes out. Got it.
Damn it, Tiny.
Like, you just keep digging yourself like a deeper hole. I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Just getting that shovel going. If I remember the conversation earlier today, that hole was dug pretty deep before I even had a say in it.
And you notice how I was quiet most of the day. I thought
that was because Trex, or not Trex. I thought that was because of something else.
No,
I know it was for me.
I was quiet.
Oh, he really did mute you.
He did. He did.
I was avoiding that rage.
So be sure to follow us on social media over at DCUO Sourcecast on Facebook and the Twitter. You can find all of the Sourcecast VODs over at youtube.com/Trexlight in the Sourcecast playlist. They also link over to Superpatriot's channel because he hosted a few. If you want to find the MP3s for the podcast, go over to Trexlight.com or just head over to iTunes and just search DCUO Sourcecast. If you guys have a suggestion or a question you want to email us, just type it, just email us at dcuosourcecast@gmail.com. Soups, where can we find you?
You can, of course, find me at youtube.com/today'shouse. I am also on Facebook at facebook.com/today'shouse. I am also on the Twitter at today'shouse there, and you can occasionally find me here streaming on twitch.tv/today'shouse. Brittany, where can we find you?
You can find me at YouTube / I don't have an OP belt, but Trex does. @PinkRanger_206. And at Twitch at Britteny _ Trex, where can we find you?
Well, you cannot find me in game on Brittany's friend list. You will also not find me on her Skype friends list either. And I am also blocked on the Twitter. But you can also find me over at facebook.com/Trexlight, over my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Trexlight, on the Twitter at ThisIsTrex, and also be sure to hit the follow button here on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Trexlight. Wait, what happened to Raj?
Oh, Raj is one of those other guys that has a golden horseshoe. He got the utility belt. Basically, just like quit. He stopped playing for a while.
Oh, damn!
I always seem to be there when people get the OP stuff. I just never get it myself. So that's my luck.
Well, Britt, all I can say is, I mean, you and I have both been in the same shoes for a while now. We've gotten OP items on alts and all that, and we never got them on our main. So your time's coming.
Says the guy who got it on his main.
Easy
for you to say.
That's what I'm saying. Your time is coming. Your time, right? It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I just want my chance to I feel like it's a 0.00001% chance of me getting an OP item. That's what it feels like.
I'm telling you.
How do people have 3?
I don't know. I don't know.
The belt, the hands, and the damn freaking utility belt. What kind of golden horseshoe do you have that you got that?
I don't know.
I want to be lucky. Make me lucky.
I don't know.
I am so afraid to speak right now.
Run Prime. I do run Prime.
See, the thing is though, Tiny was so mad last night that I got that belt. But this is the same dude who, every day rubs it in my face that he's gotten, freaking 20 weapon boxes from that raid. And I had to craft my first weapon box. I had to craft it with the R&D. 1,200 scraps so I could get my first, 136 weapon. And everything. And he's been rubbing it in my face this whole time. So you know what, Tiny? I don't feel bad for you at all. I don't feel bad for you at all, sir.
I feel horrible.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I felt...
He's I feel horrible with a big smile on his face. And I'm
damn it!
Sorry while laughing. What?
Damn it, I am live and I have to present myself in a fashion that... Of course I'm smiling. I'm a smiler. I felt bad because one, yes, I beat Necron for the second time and I got the OP belt. I flipped out, I can't believe this happened. Brittany's gonna kick my ass. That was the first thought. It wasn't joy. It wasn't happiness. It was the fact that the first thought was Brittany's gonna kick my ass. She is officially out of my life over this item now. What have you done to me, Jesus?
What was funny about it was, like, while me and Trex are kind of celebrating all that, all of a sudden Grid goes, "Hey, didn't Brittany say she was going to ignore Trex on everything if he got the belt before her?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" Brittany's gonna. That's when it hit me. I was like, "Oh damn, Brittany's gonna be so mad."
I hate RNGesus. I hate him so much.
So at least you have this. I don't have to run Blackest Night anymore this week.
Congratulations! You don't have to run it ever. You got the stupid belt.
No.
He still has feats in there he has to get.
Fuck the feats. I want my Necron chest.
Feats? Come on.
Thank you. I want my Necron chest. That's what I want. Again, I will trade the belt for that chest. So, that's what I want.
Are you serious, Maps? Like, what?
Spin those replays. What? I just need to know, are you going to keep running Blackest Night even when it's out of relevancy to get that belt? To get the utility belt?
Probably, because that belt is still going to be good for a very, very long time. Like, if out of all the new OP items, the utility belt is what I want to have. Because, like...
That belt's going to last forever.
Yeah, that belt will be... Like, look how long we were using the throne belt, utility belt. I was using that until we finally got one that had 4... Where I could use 4 trinkets. So, I mean, that belt, that's like the one OP item that's going to stay somewhat relevant for a very long time. So, yes, I will still run it to try to get that stupid utility belt.
I know it's still shameless points.
I think we were talking about it last night. Stats wise, the Helm of OP. I mean, granted, not CR wise, but stats wise, the Helm of OP was still a better helmet to be wearing even when up until Bombshell dropped. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that utility belt's going to last for a long-ass time.
Yep. If only I could queue in there by myself once we're, like, 3 tiers above it. That would be great. Just solo it.
So, alright, so that's our show for this evening. Stick around for the DCUO Trivia, hosted by Michael Grid, giving away some PSN, a PSN card, and a Daybreak Cash card. Yeah! So, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you guys next week. Go out there and get your testing done. Test. I can't rage.
And if Trex is proof to any of you all out there, OP belt is attainable.
Wow. Thanks for
saying.
that. Well,
just saying.
It's true. Everyone can rage melee DPS. Everyone.
With a good enough healer, you too can rage DPS.
Exactly. And also possibly kill your tank at the same time. And that's the point of melee DPS. Keep your tanks on their toes. Oh, I'm an ass. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Go out there, get your testing gone, and have fun out there, guys. See you later.
Bye.